We're live
some issues
and
with
0
bandwidth.
people know about it.
I wonder if we're going to run into
I have
bandwidth
one
issues.
alfalfa here. Oh, now I've got 6.
Okay. You ready? We're doing it. Oh, I don't think you should have your eyes closed. Hi. Welcome. We do not know what we're doing, but we're going to learn. So, what we're doing right now, what we're doing right now is we are recording our first podcast for Married with Tacos.
Tacos.
I like tacos. So,
Talk about it.
we're gonna record it, and then Jen's gonna edit it, and then
Wait, what?
Yes, you're gonna edit it, and don't be surprised about that. So it'll be like officially produced, but until then, while we're recording it, we're gonna just do it live and see what happens. Because why not? I mean, I don't think anybody's gonna watch. Maybe they will watch it live, but
it's cool if you don't.
But maybe you'll watch it later, like tomorrow, instead of I don't know what's cool on TV now. I don't even know.
I don't know.
Okay.
Ask a hipper.
Ask a hipper. All right, so yeah, we're gonna get started recording. Yeah, let's get started. Oh, how do we start? We practice this. Okay.
We briefly talked about it, and then I was like, we'll figure it out.
All right.
This is that time that we figure it out now.
Yeah. Okay, we're starting for real. Oh.
Starting what?
Okay, wait, we're not going to start just yet. I'm just going to say one thing. We need better mics, but right now we just have these lapel mics. And I like to put it on my right side so that my heart doesn't make a sound into the microphone. But what's going to happen
Sounds like something your mom would say. I do not think it would pick up your heartbeat.
It does. I tested it. So the issue here is that I'm going to be like this, talking to you, and the microphone's going to be over here. So like you need to be on my right side next time. But for this time, I will move it.
Okay.
To my heart.
Now we'll just have to hear your heart beep.
Heart beep?
Yeah, your heart beep.
My heart keeps beeping for you.
Heart beep.
Why does that keep blinking?
I don't know, but I'm going to sneeze.
We're going to really
start. It's not going to be pretty. It's going to be live.
Yeah, get that over with before we actually start the podcast. Okay.
Yeah, just we are live stream.
We're gonna start now. Like this part here, when I stop talking, that's gonna be a spot where Jen like cuts off everything I just said because it sounds like crap. Except she may use that part about my heart thing because she's mean.
Me, good at comedy. Same-ish.
All right.
Right now we're starting?
Yeah, right now.
Okay. Oh, crap. You can't say crap on TV.
Yeah, we can.
Oh, wait.
We get to make the rules.
There are no rules.
We get to make the rules. We can say crap on our podcast. If you don't like the word crap, then you probably shouldn't listen to us. Just saying. Okay.
All right.
I just want to get rid of
Kick it off with some offense.
Yeah.
There's always someone out there offended by something.
Yeah.
You could say, I like mermaids, and they're like, mermaids aren't real. Your life is a lie.
Yeah. It's real. So here's the deal. Here's why we're here. Here's why we're talking Jen and I talking together to you, if you're listening. We like solving problems, interesting problems, impossible problems. We like to find solutions for them. We've had our share of problems. We still have our share of problems. No. Wait, don't do that.
I forgot
You
we were
can't
live
see that on a
streaming.
podcast, though.
I forgot we started the podcast.
Oh, okay. Man, I'm making your
I
editing.
thought we were introing first, like
Yeah.
on the podcast.
Yeah,
They
we are.
might think I'm Carrie and you're Jen. We haven't even told them who we are.
Yeah, we were gonna do that last. Nonetheless, we like solving problems. And we like helping people solve their problems too, not by telling them what to do, but by like finding ways to help them come up with what to do. And so I think what these topics, like the things that we decide to talk about, like they're geared towards solving problems that seem unsolvable, but what happens when someone in this this community has been through that problem before and seen a solution to it? Then there's hope that you can have a solution too. So solving problems is good. We want to be able to in order to do that and do it effectively and impact and have that impact with people, we want to be able to ultimately build a community of people that that feel the same way, that know that problems are always there. They have them. Other people around them have problems, and build a community that can communicate with each other openly with those problems. Because sometimes problems, I keep saying problems too much, but sometimes things that we're going
problems too much.
Sometimes things that we're going through are not popular to talk about, but it doesn't mean that you shouldn't talk about them. And so what if there was a community that allowed you to actually talk about those things, and not only let you talk about them, or not just to complain about it, but to actually constructively address it and not have to just live with it. We want to be able to create opportunities for engagement. I think what I mean by engagement is like actually making connections with people, like, and actually being involved with it. Like it's more than just like saying I was there. Like there, like if there's like a town hall meeting, it's more than just showing up at the meeting. It's being there and listening, and when asked to provide your input, you provide it. Like it's there. It's like you're a part of whatever situation that you're in. Like that's engagement, and I think it's something that's really lacking these days. There's so much to do. There's so much stuff that you can just throw on your calendar and take a picture of it and say, "Ooh, I did this." But the engagement is missing. And so that's actually a problem that I want to be able to solve. I don't actually know how to effectively solve the problem of disengagement. And what else do we got here? Oh, yeah, so this is important, that you can't always solve a problem on your own. Like you can try to solve it all you want, but like you're just missing something, and if you don't know what you're missing, then you'll continue to be missing it. Right?
Well, I
So
think
what happens when someone has that something in,
having a community to go to that is there to give you their input or their perspective helps you to get out of your own mind to see a problem from another view, and just having that fresh perspective can help you come up with a solution that you didn't see before.
yeah. Yeah, like a fresh perspective is like that crooked painting behind us. Like I did not even know it was crooked until it was in this little box that we have on our screen, which I guess you can't see that if you're
I
on the
knew it was
podcast.
crooked.
I didn't.
I was just like, or I could just stay sitting here. It's more comfortable.
Yeah. So anyways, and what we want this podcast to be is a tool that we can use to allow people, not just us, allow other people to find solutions to problems that they have, and ultimately to find their purpose. Like uh, it's just one tool to find your purpose. There's tons of tools that are required to make that happen, but this can be just one of those tools. And if you trust us enough to be um, a tool for that, then that would be awesome. Yeah. So, no, I'm Carrie. The reason I'm letting you all know is because Carrie could be um, working on our 13th year of no
I did
12th
not
year of
I did not
marriage.
sign up for this podcast to do math. Okay.
What?
We've been
Oh,
married.
yeah, we're working on our 12th year of marriage. Sorry, I had
You,
to look at my little thingy to
what's your little thingy?
I
Tell us
have a
about it.
little it's a little timer.
It's so cute.
Like you put in the date and it tells you how many
13 years and he has a tracker
it says
on.
married, and then it says there's 11. We've been married 11 years, 3 months, and 10 days.
Going strong.
So, so yeah, that's us. We've been married forever. We have 2 daughters
Not
who
forever.
are 11 and 9 now,
What just happened this month?
and we live in a little farm town in Louisiana where it is peaceful and humid, and it's amazing.
We love it.
Okay, so
Okay,
someone
so
was watching, but then he stopped. Oh, I shouldn't talk about that stuff.
yeah.
Um,
Who was it? Who stopped? Who clicked off?
it doesn't matter. Man, you're gonna have some editing work. So so yeah, I'm Carrie. I guess just to say a little bit about me, my full-time work, I guess, is I do web development. I build custom websites and um, uh, other, not just websites, but just anything that someone wants to make happen on the internet. I help make that happen. It's a very problem-solving oriented job, and so it's taught me a lot about problem solving in general that I've then used to apply to my life and relationships in my life. And sometimes that goes well and sometimes it doesn't. But that's me. And I love doing that. I love creating stuff with a keyboard. But I also love creating impact with relationships. I love connecting with people, not just my wife and my kids, but connecting with people outside of our family and doing awesome projects together. Um, so yeah, what about you, Jen?
I'm Jen. That's my name.
Yeah.
I've been named that my whole life. I stay home and I homeschool our two daughters and take care of the house. I keep Carrie alive. He likes food and stuff, so I bring him food.
Yeah, I like food, but I'm not the greatest at cooking it. I wouldn't mind cooking it, but it usually does not turn out well.
Bless his heart. He sure does try sometimes. He's good at heating up taquitos, pizzas.
Yeah.
He's great at opening a bag of chips if you need that kind of
Yeah.
fella.
All right. So you're supposed to be talking about you.
I know it's hard to talk about yourself.
All right.
Yeah, I just stay home. I mean, I don't just stay home. I work at home and then I build relationships throughout our community. I volunteer a lot at our church. I like to hang out with kids, so I volunteer in the children's church and just help teach kids about the Bible and Jesus and how to live like Jesus did. That's pretty much
Sweet.
me in a nutshell. I'm trapped in a nutshell.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome. Like uh one of the things we wanted to talk about tonight, and we um yeah, one of the things we wanted to talk about was like the idea of like open source information, and this is not like a new topic. It's actually I think most people are aware of it. Maybe you're not, but basically what it means, like open source in terms of information or software or whatever, it means that it's open to everyone. Like anybody can see what's under the hood and they can be like, oh, I think I could actually change it and make it a little better here. So anyways, that's kind of part of what we want this podcast to be. We want it to be very open and transparent, sort of look into scenarios like that you can actually, by releasing knowledge that you have, you can you have to stop that. It's gonna like mess up the thing.
It's not messing
Oh,
anything up.
okay.
You're messing things up.
So, anyways, you got me distracted there. Okay, so, I mean, information. If it is actual information of value, you can actually create greater impact in the world around you by releasing that information, by letting it be known to everybody so that someone else can use it and maybe do it the same way you did, or but they'll most likely tweak it to fit their application. Um, Instead of just trying to hide it and not actually do anything, let anybody else do anything with it. So what's an example of that? Do you have one that's not software related? I could talk about software all day, but
Well, I mean, we're coming up on VBS,
VBS, Vacation Bible School.
Vacation Bible School, a week of hanging out with kids every night and games and fun. Anyways, a heavy part of that is decorating, and um, we could be greedy and think of our own ideas and spend all our time pouring into our own church and only attending ours, but we come together as a community, and there's other churches that same kind of theme we do, and we share
Yeah.
decorations, we share ideas. Um, I mean, VBS is very heavy on my brain right now because we're in the middle of um, decorating and preparing for it. So that's just the first example that comes into my mind of, you know, even when there's a good deal, instead of saying, like, don't tell everybody because then they're going to go get this good deal and we want this good deal. Instead, they're like, hey, everybody, there's this good deal right now
Yeah,
on
don't you have
such
like
and
a
such.
group? Don't you have like a group that
Mm-hmm.
of like people all around the nation that do
Yeah.
the VBS and you
Yeah.
guys like
It's
share
really
your
cool.
ideas? It's almost like a Pinterest thing
Well,
for
there's
VBS.
there's even people that create files like printables or
Sweet.
other stuff, and they just openly share it
Instead of
so that
like,
anyone can use it, and they don't charge for it. It's
yeah.
just we're all just trying to help each other be the best we can, and um it's all about sharing your talent. Like, some people are really talented at the computer stuff, or creating digital
Yeah.
graphics or whatnot, and they use that talent and then they share it freely, and it allows other people um to benefit from that talent instead of just the person with the
Yeah.
talent.
That's good. So anyways, I mean that's what we want to be able to do, like when someone has a topic that they like really want to find a solution for and it's not an easy one, like let's bring it out into the open, into the community, and allow people to feed off of that, and even more innovation will come from that because someone will say, "Hey, this part you did awesome, but this part sucks. But I found a better way, so you try this way, and it's better that way, or it's better only in this situation and not this one." So there's
Right.
all kinds of variables at play that like you just can't get with a one viewpoint solution. Um, like another example would be like Microsoft. They're an example of a closed source. Like Microsoft only works the way Microsoft decides it's supposed to work. And they let people in a couple small spots, but for the most part, they're they're the ones that dictate it and they say you have to use your start button over here. and um, you don't have another choice. And some people get really, really creative in the open source community and they say, no, I don't like that. I'm going to create a hack. And so they actually go to extreme lengths to make that closed source situation an open source one. But, anyways, um, so yeah,
So, was you bringing up starting to think, blah, blah, starting to do things that you don't like, but that are good for you.
oh yeah, yeah.
That's
So we asked a lot of people uh, before we started recording this, like, what are some things you don't like? Not that you don't like because they taste funny, but like, uh,
You just had to
but you.
bring up my asparagus comment,
Oh
okay?
yeah, yeah. Jen doesn't like asparagus, but here's the deal: like, there are things that we don't particularly like, or maybe we don't like them right now, but if we were in a if we had a different mindset, maybe we would like them. So I guess yeah, the biggest one that triggered it for me was exercise, and being like physically healthy. It's a part of my life that I have neglected for my my whole life. I mean, I guess since I
We've had
left school.
bits of healthiness, but
Yeah. Well, no, as far as
on the
physical
whole,
health, I've never cared much for it, and I've fortunately never had any major health issues. But I'm starting to have little ones here, like my hip is starting to act up weird, and my shoulder is, and like instead of waiting until I need a full blown hip replacement, I'm like, well, crap. Maybe if I actually exercise every day, my muscles will take care of my hip. Like, part of the reason my hip is bad is because I spent the last 12 years sitting at a computer working, working 50, 60 hours sitting there, and that's not good for your hips to just be in one spot. So I don't like it. I don't like riding my bike. I mean, I do, but I don't like doing it every day because I have to. Hi, Candy.
Candy's here. I know her.
You'll have to edit that out for the official podcast.
I
But
ain't editing nothing.
But for the live video feed, we love you, Candy. We're glad you're here. Anyways, so yeah, I don't like the exercise thing. Sorry, I'm gonna take a drink.
I don't like the exercise thing either. I've been trying to pass kidney stones since September, and now I'm to the point where I'm like, I might as well just not use that as an excuse anymore. And I've lost almost 50 pounds since last spring, just changing our diet.
Yeah, I lost 30.
But now I lost weight, so now I've got skin that needs to be dealt with.
Ooh,
So now I'm like, ugh, now I gotta do something more than just eat good foods. So
yeah, so here's what I'm finding, and I've only been doing this for a couple weeks now, but as I've pushed myself into doing things that I don't particularly like, I'm starting to like them because it's changing my mind. Like, I don't, because I'm exercising, I'm not feeling as crappy in the morning. My hip isn't hurting. And that's good. So I'm starting to like exercising. And another thing I did to like it a little more is like today, I actually went out and ran. Instead of riding my bike, I went and ran with my friend, and we ran together, and that was fun because not only did we get to run and help our bodies physically, we had some deep conversation, which helped us mentally and spiritually. So it was all around a really, it's good. I'm starting to really like it. The other thing that I specifically had mentioned that I don't like is talking to people and sharing my thoughts in particular. Like, I don't like sharing my thoughts, and that's actually what this whole podcast is about. I'm doing it because I don't actually like doing it. I don't like sharing my thoughts because when I do, then you have an opportunity to judge me. You either have an opportunity to hate me or tell me I'm awesome or whatever. And I decided that was stupid. Like, I need to not worry about that. If I really believe what I'm thinking, I should be able to say it and not be let that whether I say it or not hinge upon what someone thinks. Like I don't care if you don't believe what I say. Like it's not going to stop me from respecting you, and I'm not even going to stop respecting your opinion on the whatever it is that we disagree on. I guess. Anyways, what do you think about that? Because you don't like it either.
I don't, but I do think it's easier when you do it with someone. It looks like Candy said one of her favorite things is working out with Irving, her husband. And I think it's that having a partner to motivate you um, really helps me. I'm going to start walking on Monday. We're waiting. Well, my friend was waiting for school to be over. I was waiting for someone to make me do it. um, so we're going to get up early and start walking on Mondays. And that has always helped me. When we lived in Colorado, I had a friend that would get up early, and it's that, okay, she's waiting on me. If I don't get up and actually go, she's going to be, having someone to hold me accountable
Yeah.
helps. And it makes it fun because you're strengthening that relationship while also strengthening your body. And then whenever I do it in the morning, like I feel energized throughout the whole day,
Mm.
and I feel like I'm more productive, like I get more done. I'm not as sluggish. Like when we stay up till midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, and then I'm just, we sleep till 10 and then we just drag through the day and
Yeah.
do it all over again. So we've been changing our sleep habits. The past month or two, we've been trying to get to bed by 10 and then wake up around 6:30 or 7, and that's been helping a lot. Just structuring ourselves just enough to get to bed early has been helping. So I'm
Yeah.
excited about throwing in exercise for me and then watching you grow and get stronger and be faithful to exercising inspires me. And then I'm like, oh man, I'm going to be left behind
Yeah. It
on the
creates
fat
this
bus.
kind of circle of momentum.
Yeah.
Kind of. That's what I noticed today. Like, because my friend, he was a lot. Maybe not a lot, but he was definitely more physically fit than I was. Because I had to keep stopping. I had to keep like instead of jogging, I had to stop and walk. But he probably could have jogged the whole dang thing. But it it kind of pushed me probably further than I would have went on my own.
Right. Without him
Yeah,
almost pulling you forward,
yeah,
it would have been easier for you to say, okay, I tried a real good 5 minutes.
yeah,
I'm going to head back home now.
yeah.
I mean, is that just me? I would have done that.
No,
Okay, time for a cupcake. I ran 5 minutes.
yeah. Oh boy,
Yeah.
cupcakes.
All right. What
Uh,
else do people not like? We had a lot
um,
of responses.
yeah. Well, we talked about exercising, healthy eating. Um,
All right. So I wrote on your post where you were asking, let's talk about things we don't like. I was like, I don't like asparagus, mostly because I was just trying to be silly. And then so many people commented about asparagus that I sat there and I was like, I'm pretty sure I've never eaten asparagus. I just can't get through the look of it.
yeah,
So, full confession, friends, I've never actually had asparagus, so I probably can't say that I don't like it. So,
it's
I just
actually
had to confess that.
it's actually good.
That's what everyone on the
It makes
Facebook
your
says.
pee smell funny, but
Okay.
it tastes good, and apparently it's good. I mean, it's good for your whole body, but apparently it's good for detox, like
Even if you wrap it in
like your
bacon, because that was the
thyroid.
number one suggestion.
Yeah, well, bacon's good too. Bacon has good fat in it that that your body can use for energy. I don't care what anybody says about it clogging up your heart. It's
I don't care what
energy
doctors say.
and it's delicious. So, but yeah. Anyways,
Anyways.
asparagus. So another really interesting one. This is completely different, but um, someone had mentioned how they really don't like having to ask for help. when they absolutely need it, like, which I guess we actually touched on earlier when we were talking about our, like, the community aspect. I hate having to ask for help when I absolutely need it. Like, that means there's not another option.
Yeah.
Like, I need help. I can't do it on my own. I have to ask somebody. So,
It's hard to ask for myself out of asking for help because I'm like, oh, that's just a burden on somebody else now, or they're too busy, or, I come up with a bunch of excuses as to why I shouldn't ask for help. And yeah, and really, when I do ask for help, people are more than willing to be there for me.
yeah,
I mean, I enjoy being there for.
yeah,
I mean, I don't mind being asked for help. I probably say yes too much,
yeah,
but I enjoy being there for people.
yeah. Oh man, what is a good solution for preparing your heart or your ego or whatever?
End it.
Oh, guys, I'm sorry. It's a bummer. Wait, no, it should be working now. Come on. It's connected. The
All right.
video part is still working, but we're just gonna keep recording.
Yeah, let's
And
do this.
just deal with
It's
it.
past our bedtime,
Yeah.
and you're talking real slow.
Talking real slow.
I
All
don't
right.
care what you
So
say.
we don't like eating healthy. I don't know. There's a
lot of those problems can be solved by adding more structure into your day, like
yeah.
really what you want to accomplish and how much time it's going to take, and etching that out in your calendar, which sounds tedious and exhausting. But I know we've been putting it into practice. Not perfectly, but little bits here and there. I really fail at it, just nailing myself down, like getting myself to sit down and actually put things into my calendar. And then I'm like, yeah, I'm going to do this. And you're like, but it's not in your calendar. How do I know what you're doing? I feel totally distracted.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that even kind of happened tonight. We kind of planned on starting our recording at 8:30, and that we were late for making that happen. Like it's good to
Have flexibility.
have even yeah, it's kind of like you should have clear plans on what you're doing, but also be flexible enough to embrace the more spontaneous parts of life.
Yeah, like we had planned to come home and eat dinner after our kids' ball game and have them in bed and be ready to record at 10 or at 8:30. But we got invited out to dinner with some good friends, and uh, we decided to enjoy their company, and We didn't leave dinner until after 8:30.
Yeah.
But it was nice to have that um, time to build that relationship with our close friends.
Yeah. So, yeah, ultimately, if something is important to you in your life, schedule it out. If it's especially if it's something that you don't like in the moment,
Yeah.
schedule it out. Like, say I'm gonna, well, like the friend I ran with today, we're gonna do that every single week. We decided, so every single week on Thursday at 8:30 in the morning, we will be running together. It's on the schedule. It's what we do. It's what we do on Thursday. So when someone says, "Hey, what are you doing Thursday morning? I want to do this." I say, "No, I am already busy." It
Yeah.
it prevent it, it prevents you from making excuses
Hmm.
um, to actually accomplishing your goal. Just plain and simple.
Yeah. Well,
I
it's the
mean,
same as I don't know if it's the same as. I don't know why I say that. Uh Jaylee, our oldest daughter, was like, when I